Secretary of the Foster City Tennis Club. I'm here with Jackie James today. She is one of the founding members of our club and also a recipient for the Foster City Tennis Club Legacy Award. Now, Jackie will share with us some history about the club, and she'll also tell us a little about herself. So, Jackie, what's your involvement in tennis, and can you give us a quick background of yourself?
Well, I grew up in San Francisco and retired as a high school teacher of social studies, a lot of history. It's been my favorite subject. I have retired and enjoy hiking, and I've traveled a lot. I've gone to school abroad. I still enjoy those topics.
When did you move here?
Okay, I grew up in San Francisco, moved to San Mateo in around 1960, I guess. And I've been in this house for 54 years. I raised my family here, and when they grew up a little bit, I went back to tennis, which I had started when I was about 14.
And how long have you been playing tennis, Jackie?
You really wanted to know?
Sure.
I've been playing tennis for about 70 years.
Okay.
So you can kind of guess how old I am. And I'm sort of still at it. But I've been with the Foster City Tennis Club since 1982.
Now, what's one of your earliest memories of the club, and what do you think has changed since then?
Well, the earliest member is one. Most of the people were Foster City residents. I'm working on the archives for the club, and we'll produce something eventually. But I see where most of the people early on were from Foster City. And that's a real change that started in the 1990s when it became more evident of non-residents were joining Foster City Tennis Club. And I think with that, the reason for that is a lot of teams that were organized, whether USTA or Peninsula League, or the earlier teams that were Volt and the ball leagues. There were a lot of different leagues at that time, and Foster City got involved in a lot of them. So it was a very, very active club when it came to teams as we have today with USTA. The difference also was that there were many people revolved their tennis around the club. There were a lot of tournaments, a lot of potlucks, a lot of drop-ins. There were, in the 80s and 90s, there were junior tournaments, and they could join the club. So it has changed a lot. And it's always been a very active club. And it's offered an awful lot for those who play tennis, as far as that goes.
Okay. Now, as one of the founding members of the club, what would you like your legacy to be in Foster City Tennis Club?
Well, I was on the board a lot of times. I was president. I was membership one year. I was treasurer. And I hope that people participate in the club, that they take an interest and volunteer to do things. That vitalizes the club. To get new people involved and interested and come up with new ideas, which is happening today. And so that's been a wonderful time at this particular time.
Okay.
And I'm very enthused about the future of the club, because I won't be here forever, and it's in great hands. But things have changed, and a lot of it's like everything that people change. So that's kind of what I see as the future.
Now that leads to my next question. Do you have any comments or suggestions for the future members of our club, or the future generation, I should say?
Well, as I just said, they need to be involved in the club, also to stay with tennis. which is a great sport. I've loved the friendships that I've made over the years. We're still friends, we're still playing, and it's a great social outlet, particularly as you kind of get older and maybe you're not doing USTA anymore, but you still have those friends both as tennis friends and social friends. And so that's been a real boon as far as I'm concerned.
Okay. Well, we'd like to thank Jackie for her time today. It's been really wonderful to hear the stories that you shared with us. And we hope you guys enjoy the interview. And Johnny and Jackie signing off. So we'll see you again.
And I hope nobody sees this.